Okay, ladies, so today for our brush series, we're going to be featuring our powder brush. This one was formerly known as our Power Powder Brush because it really is pretty much a powerhouse tool. I mean, this brush is simply amazing. I know you guys have probably maybe never seen me use it, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys in my tutorial videos and make you think like, oh, she used all these different brushes and now I can't apply my hack because I don't have all those brushes, because that's not true, which is why we're doing these video series too, right? To show you how one single brush can do your entire face. Of course, they have their specific uses and what they're designed for. This one is perfect for setting our face. It goes hand in hand with our Vanilla Dust setting powder, but that's not all it can do. Sorry, swallowed wrong. So I'm going to show you today how you can do your entire face with just our one powder brush. Also, this one says that it's more of a light to medium coverage, and it would probably give a good light coverage if we used this smaller, or not really smaller, but this fluffy side. The bristles aren't really densely packed tightly together like some of our other ones. They're more loosely put in there. Whereas this side, which has such a perfect angle, like this angle fits perfectly under our eyes, which if y'all know me, you know I'm obsessed with under eyes. So circles, because look at these girls, they're terrible. But it has the perfect angle to it, and the bristles are more densely packed, so they're tightly packed in, so it's going to give us more detail. So with that being said, I am actually going to use this densely packed bristles to do my contour and my highlight, so you guys can see that it can give you more of a full coverage look. So to get started, by the way, I hope y'all are enjoying the Simon Says game. I thought that was going to be a great fun idea, so I hope y'all are enjoying it. And if you haven't seen it, make sure you're checking my page. You can search hashtag Simon Says, because there will be a giveaway, and who doesn't love a giveaway? So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into my contour. I'm going to, again, still using my indigo, and I'm just going to run it right along under my cheekbone. All right, and blend it up. And same thing over here. We're just going to kind of blend it up. That's what's going to give us our lift, right? Is that color under our cheeks. That contour just kind of creates that shadow and gives it that lift appearance. All right, then we're going to, of course, make our rainbow over our forehead and just kind of blend it out. Then we're going to do our jawline, because who doesn't love a slimmer looking jawline? I know I do. I have totally put on some pounds over these past few weeks of Christmas holidays coming up and just so much going on. So, but we're going to do good. It'll be fine, right? So I'll do my nose contour in just a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go into my main highlight, which currently I am using June, because I have literally lost that much summer color that I've gone down so many shades, but it works so beautifully. June is also really great at covering redness, and my nose and chin, as y'all can see clearly, are very red. And so it's great as a color corrector, which I will do another video tutorial on color correcting another day, because I know you guys had mentioned wanting that as well as brush tutorials. So, but look, you guys, look at my chin, how it was just so red, and now it's not. Isn't that great? And again, with this brush, I am going to be doing just like I would with the Buffy brush, and instead of swiping, we're going to stipple it in. you can swipe in a few places, and swiping won't hurt anything. I just feel like stippling gets a little bit better. I don't know. I don't want to say coverage, but in the same sense, it is a little bit better coverage. All right, so we're just going to put some. So our main highlight goes everywhere a man's beard would be, which is already where I've gotten, over here above our lip. And then we're just going to kind of fan a little bit on our forehead. All righty, we're getting there, girls. How fun is this? I mean, I hope you guys enjoy watching these tutorials as much as I love making them for you ladies, because I mean, I seriously love this so much. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into my Brightener highlights, which I'm using linen. It is a little bit bright. I could do white peach, and okay, y'all, I picked up a little bit too much product here. That is the other thing, like, you seriously need to pick up such little product when you're using this densely packed end of our brush, because it's, I mean, a little bit goes a long way. All right, and on top of that, I am using linen as a brightener, which is a little bit lighter. I mean, it still works out well because you see how bright my eyes are, but it is a little bit lighter than I would sometimes go. But I'm just trying to show you guys, like, how multiple shades can work for multiple, like, the same skin tone and multiple skin tones. All right, so my phone likes to pick up that linen highlight so much and focus on it, so it like tries to change the colors on me so much once I use linen. It's so funny. But okay, so you saw what I did when I got too much product on. It's not hard to fix. We just kind of blended it on both sides. No big deal. So I'm literally going to just barely tap this time and run it on down my nose and down the center of my face, just midline, right? And you can see, I'm going to kind of go back over a little bit of my nose with June, just because it is so great at covering my redness, and not a lot of stuff will cover my redness as well. I usually actually will use a color corrector. So, but June is great at helping cover that redness some. All right, so we've gotten all of that done, and then we're just going to take our fluffy end and just kind of blend out our contour, right, like this. And then kind of blend in all these shades, so we don't have, like, we still have our contour line and it's there. I mean, we can see it, but then how we don't have like two very noticeable lines where they meet and start and end, rather. So we're just going to blend that all in, and then we're going to use this pointy end, and I'm just going to get the tiniest little bit on the just the top pointy part of the brush and just kind of literally run it down my nose. I'm trying not to get too much because we saw what happens, and I'm just using the lightest hand, right? And it just goes on so effortlessly, guys. Like, how easy. That's like such a great nose contour line just from using this pointier, like more angled end of our brush. What amazing. Like, how cool is that? We're just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. We don't want to take it all the way away because, I mean, we wouldn't have put it there to begin with, right? We're just gonna kind of fluff it in, but look at there. Look at how that worked so well. And then I'm just going to stipple some brightener right there, back in between it. Oh man, so great. All right, I am going to go ahead and use the fluffy end of this brush, and I'm going to dip into our Cayman bronzer. I dropped it, so I had to smash it back together, so that's why it looks like that. But I wasn't going to waste my precious bronzer, right? And we're just going to apply it to our forehead, everywhere the sun touches. That's generally what I say with bronzer. So just on our forehead, right on our cheeks, right down, and then a little bit down our nose, and then I always have to use some on my neck just to warm it up some, just because, you know, our head's our umbrella for our necks, so we got to warm up that neck. And then I'm also going to take the fluffy side again, and I'm going to dip it in, I think I got sandstone out today. Let me just double check. Yes, that one is. So I got sandstone, and I'm also going to double up, and I'm just going to get a little bit, you don't need a lot, on our brush, and just run it along that contour. All right. And it goes on so well. It's so pretty. I love sandstone. Such a pretty color. Alrighty. And then I'm also going to go over sandstone with, I mean, it's great color just like this, right, ladies? It's, I'm trying to blend that up a little bit better too, because that's looking a little bit odd. But Summer Love is also a great color to just kind of top over it. So we're going to do that on our cheeks and our lips today. All right, looking good so far, right? And then we're going to go back to our densely packed angled in. We're going to dip it in our contour again, and we're just going to, you know, contour those lips. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just kind of filling them in some. And then I think my kids have gone crazy, but sounds like good crazy because it sounds like fun. I don't hear any screaming or yelling, which is always a good sign. All right, so then I've got my lips done. I'm just going to go back in with the sandstone, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of sandstone on, and then I'm going to apparently make a mess, but I can fix that too, so don't worry. We'll just go right back into our June, since I want to just smear it worse instead of making it better. You guys will love my multitasker and the smudge brush, actually both of them. Tutorials when I get there. I haven't made them yet. Because I'm going to show y'all how to get some big old plumpy fuller lips with that. But then I'm going to also, just like we did with our cheeks, go in with Summer Love. Mostly just kind of right here in the center, because that's going to help. A little lighter shade is going to help give a fuller look to our face. So all of that is done. So far so good, right? So how do we look? Now, of course, my mascara was on, and my although I didn't really do great today, did I? My brows and brow wax is already put on before I started this video, but you guys get the point. But everything else, like I hadn't done anything else. So now we're going to go into our Vanilla Dust setting powder. This one is great. I use it every day because I need my makeup to stay on for my 12-13 hour shifts when I'm at work, right? And so this is, I mean, like I said, we're just dipping in our Vanilla Dust setting powder. It's also great if you have translucent powder. Like I know it gets really humid here in the South, in the deep, deep South Alabama. And I can get super oily. So sometimes I know I have recommended the Coty Airspun translucent loose powder to some of you before. That is a great setting powder as well. This brush is great for setting that in. And then I just usually go in my T-zone, just where I get super oily. But you look how well it just presses that powder into our skin. And I love our vanilla dust because our loose powders are gonna take away a lot of our dewiness and a lot of our glow. And that's the point to this makeup. Look how much my cheeks under my eyes glow with this makeup, even with using our vanilla dust setting powder. Whereas if we were to use a loose powder, that sometimes takes away some of that glow. Now, is it still gorgeous? Of course it is. It still looks great. But if you're looking for that glow, if you're looking for that youthful glow back to our face, then definitely vanilla dust is the way to go. So I hope you guys learned so much from this tutorial, and I can't wait to continue on this brush series journey with you guys. If you have other questions, feel free to hit me up, and don't forget to play Simon Says. See ya!